read this passage to my bratty nephew. If a man has a stubborn and unruly son who will not listen to his father or mother and will not obey them even though they chastise him, his father and mother shall have him apprehended and brought out to the elders at the gate of his home city, where they shall say to those city elders, "This son of ours is a stubborn and unruly fellow who will not listen to us. He is a glutton and a drunkard." Then all his fellow citizens shall stone him to death. Thus shall you purge the evil from your midst, and all Israel on hearing of it shall fear. Oh, that should put my nephew into place. What y'all think? Shall I try it? I'm gonna try. I love how the Lord is okaying marrying a captive and, having her that syndrome where they, start to feel for their captor, When you go out to war against your enemies and the Lord your God delivers them into your hands so that you take captives, if you see a comely woman among the captives and become so enamored of her that you wish to have her as wife, you may take her home to your house. But before she may live there, she must shave her head and pare her nails and lay aside her captive's garb. After she has mourned her father and mother for a full month, you may have relations with her, and you shall be her husband, and she shall be your wife. Okay, however, if later you don't like her, you can give her freedom if she wants to. But you can't sell her or enslave her. Okay, here's one for all you people that like to rescue animals. And your housemates or spouses hate that shit. Now you can say God told you it's supposed to be done. Look at this shit. You shall not see your kinsman's ox or sheep driven astray without showing concern about it. See to it that it is returned to your kinsman. If this kinsman does not live near you, or you do not know who he may be, take it to your own place and keep it with you until he claims it. Then give it back to him. You shall do the same with his ass or his garment or anything else which your kinsman loses and you happen to find. You may not be unconcerned about them. You shall not see your kinsman's ass or ox foundering on the road without showing concern about it. Well, I'll be darned. Looks like them Jesus freaks were right after all. They weren't lying. I mean, it's pretty literal. A woman shall not wear an article proper to a man, nor shall a man put on a woman's dress. For anyone who does such things, is an abomination to the Lord your God. I thought it was just a poor interpretation. Seems like it's pretty spelled out in here. Well, okay. Okay, so two brothers live together, and one of them dies and he does not have a son. His brother has to marry his wife, and if he doesn't want to, if the man does not care to marry his brother's wife, she shall go up to the elders at the gate and declare, "My brother-in-law does not intend to perform his duty toward me and refuses to perpetuate his brother's name in Israel." Thereupon the elders in the city shall summon him and admonish him. If he persists in saying, "I am not willing to marry her," his sister-in-law in the presence of the elders shall go up to him and strip his sandal from his foot and spit in his face, saying publicly, "This is how one should be treated who will not build up his brother's family." And his lineage shall be spoken of in Israel as the family of the man stripped of his sandal. What? When two men are fighting and the wife of one intervenes to save her husband from the blows of his opponent, if she stretches out her hand and seizes the latter by his private parts, you shall chop off her hand without pity. Ooh, girl, don't be grabbing that dude's nuts. They're gonna chop off your hand. land. Oh! So Moses on his last leg, he gave them the 10 Commandments before they crossed the Jordan to go get to their land. And now they're reminding him that, hey, you need to obey these commandments. Because if you don't obey these commandments, we're going to have some problems. You know, there's going to be some curses that shall come upon and overwhelm you. Let's see what we got here, huh? The Lord will put a curse on you, deceit and frustration in every enterprise you undertake, until you are speedily destroyed and perish for the evil you have done in forsaking me. The Lord will bring a pestilence upon you that will persist until he has exterminated you from the land you are entering to occupy.